That was a very comfortable pack for far too many laps. We're down to 4 athletes now, in fact down to 3. Hassan leading from Obiri and top, with Kip Kemboy just beginning to lose ground back in 4th place. But Hassan here in control, calling the shots. Obiri must know what's coming. 2 laps to run, and that's a 67 lap, 67 and a half there from Hassan. Obiri knows she's up against an athlete who 9 days ago smashed an ancient world record for the women's mile in superb style in Monaco, with a final 800 meters of under 2:01. And well, it's... Sorry, Chris, go on.
No, I was going to say, Obiri hasn't actually run since Stanford, what, it was over a month ago, so you could argue she'll have fresher legs, but maybe Hassan has the form.
Well, a lap and a half to run, Hassan leading from Obiri. This is when Hassan made her surge to the front. She's up alongside a very comfortable little pack of Ethiopians and Kenyans, and here she surges quite markedly. Obiri almost having to make a little skip there to slot in behind Hassan. That was 2 laps back. They come down the home straight now. Just over a lap to run. Hassan, Obiri, Tirop, and Hassan grimacing as she comes to the bell. 400 meters to run in this women's 5,000 meters. It was billed as a world record attempt. Instead, it's just been a normal race, one for Hassan against Obiri, and that means a special race. They are 2 of the greatest exponents over the long middle distances, 3,000 and 5,000 on the world distance running scene. Down the back straight, 300 meters to run. Hassan pushing hard. Obiri, has she refound her form after that poor run in California 3 weeks ago? Tirop in 3rd. Obiri kicks hard with 200 meters to run. Going into the final bend, that familiar flailing arm action of hers pulls her 2 or 3 meters clear. Hassan in 2nd place doesn't seem to have any response at the moment. Obiri looks to have this one in the bag. Tirop comes around the outside of Hassan, and this is a surprise, a big surprise. Obiri has turned around her season in the space of 3 weeks, strides away here, but Tirop coming back at her. Tirop closing, it's going to be mighty close, but Obiri takes it there at the line, 2 meters ahead of Tirop, and Hassan beaten into 3rd place. Well, what a turn up for the books. The winning time, 14:20, a new meeting record there. The rest of them crossing the line, very much separated by that final surge after the last 3 or 4 laps, initiated by Sifan Hassan. But Hellen Obiri, well, just for the 1 race in California, her season went off track. Inexplicably poor run from her in Stanford at that Prefontaine meeting on the 30th of June. But today, the 21st of July, exactly 3 weeks later, she looks fabulous. And that is the Hellen Obiri we are familiar with, 14:20.36. And that is the fastest time in the world this year by some 17 seconds. Hassan sets a European record, 14:22.12. It was still a fabulous run by the Dutch athlete, surrounded there by the Kenyans. Look at that strength in depth. Tirop, 14:20, a personal best. Kip Kemboy, Kip Kirui, Cherono, Chebet, Rengaruk. It is astonishing. Rarely will you see a result caption, Chris, that underlines the strength of Kenyan distance running like that one.
Absolutely right, and for a race that looked in the middle section as if it was becoming rather pedestrian, it came alive, didn't it, when Hassan took the initiative. But Obiri, once she made her mark with 200 to go, it was decisive. And those characteristic flailing arms, they belie a real determination. She had a little look round there, and she could see, I think, at that stage that Hassan had gone. But Tirop still had plenty in reserve here. I think Hassan, in the end, looking rather weary, perhaps, from that world record in Monaco just over a week ago. Tirop still finishing very strongly indeed. That forward lean of Hellen Obiri, taking her over the line. And maybe the freshness that comes with not having raced for 3 weeks since Stanford, maybe that had a factor there, because Hassan looking a little bit race weary there. Still, though, the times were excellent. 14:22 for Hassan is terrific, but Obiri with a world lead, 14:20, terrific.
And the final kilometre for Obiri, 2:41. Fabulously quick closing, down to Hassan most of that, but she had no answer to the surge from Hellen Obiri with 200 meters to run. And yet again, the Kenyans start